So the officer that will be working with you will provide you with all of these forms, and they will be with you to tell you when to submit what, and right?
And that financial year is March or
January to December, calendar year. Calendar year, January to December.
okay. We said the financial year.
Yeah, the society. So the annual return is another form. So one is form 3, one is form 7. Okay, this one is form 3. So the annual return captures your income and your expenses for that year end. So for this year, I'm going to ask you to complete the annual return, and you're going to tell us how much money you had in this year. And you submit it by May of next year. But you will be guided as you go by, because you will be assigned to an officer, and that officer will be the officer that you liaise with, and they will liaise with. Alright? When you have evaluation, this is asset that you may have, and the liabilities that you may have, and you complete the evaluation form and submit to the registrar. And this is upon request by the registrar. Right? Every 5 years, you may or may not ask for it. Audit. Remember I said, once you're registered with us, you have to submit your record to audit it. Because remember, even though you are not for profit, you will still have some form of work. And you are operating an organization, members want to know how much money they get, want to get the money, want to do it. And in order to report to them, you need to make sure that an audit is done to show that the organization is being run properly. Alright? This is done at the end of the financial year. You're asked to submit all your records for auditing purposes. And yes, it is at a cost. Examination of overdue debts, evaluation of assets and liabilities. So the audit consists of all of this, right? This is the duty of the secretary is to submit all the records for auditing. Alright, the secretary of the society shall prepare a list of documents. So when you're submitting your records, you don't just put them in a box and send it to us. You document, right? What is it that you're sending to us? Clear? Alright. For auditing?
Yeah.
It varies. So it's not a set cost. But you're not looking at no 100 or no 50. It's minimum. Whereas if you not do nothing, you might pay 1,500 but don't quote me to say Miss Berger start 10,000 on the pay. I'm just using an example. But there's not a fixed cost. But I can assure you not no 100 or 100. Bond coverage. So bond coverage, who are the 3 officers that always handle the cash in an organization? So you say those 3 persons are bonded. So they're going to stand surety for each other. Because if anything should go down with the funds, you have to hold those 3 persons accountable. The president or chairman, the secretary and the treasurer. So there's a form that we give to you that you have filled out and witnessed by a JP and you submit it to us. So you stand surety for each other. The secretary, the president, and the treasurer stand surety for each other. Anything should go down with the funds, so all those 3 persons are accountable. And the treasurer is normally bonded for twice the amount. So if the bondage amount is 500,000, treasurer is bonded for how much? Right. Alright? Displaying of documents. So once you're at your office, you have to display them. What are some of the documents that you must be displaying? Right. Very, very important. Registration certificate. When you get your audited financial statements, those are also displayed in your office. Alright, so any member wants to see all the financial went for that year, they have to report here. Alright? So every office shall keep a copy of the last and balance sheet and the preliminary evaluation together with special report, and you post them inside your office along with the certificate. So you have to go frame the certificate and display it in the office. Provision of information. Every registered society shall, under application of any member or any person interested in the funds of such society, supply them. So, JC, you apply to JC for a project, and they come in and say, we want to see what your finances is like. Would you give them your documents? So you have a funding agency interested in to fund with some money, but they want to see what is your financial status. What are some of the documents, and would you give those persons access to your information?
They want to see probably 4 or 5 last minutes.
Yes, so would you give them? Would you allow them to?
Yeah, yes.
Right. So this is what it is saying. Yeah. A member also interested in seeing the information on the society, also that is accessible. Right? But if somebody off on the road is saying, we want general, but we want no financial, no. Right? You use wisdom and you try to know who will give your information out. Same thing with inspection of books. It's not anybody who's going to allow to come in and just want to open the books and read the information like that. Right? But once you're a bona fide member, you're allowed to sit down with the books of the society.
If the society grew to such extent that we have other offices in maybe other parishes, would it be a requirement for all of the offices to keep records, or we just keep it at the main office?
Yes, they have to keep their records, but the main office is going to have the records. But remember, at the end of the day, they are all by east. So you want to make sure that the information that they have out here is credible and secure. But whatever is among the different offices, the main office will also have that information. Right? So if they have members in Sri Lanka, they won't want to keep their records there. But when the audit is done, everybody will submit the records to the main office. Alright? Alright, so we look at amalgamation and transfer of engagement. Anybody know the difference between those?
Amalgamation and transfer
Of engagement.
Where you mix together documents as you said.
Alright, so let us go. Amalgamation is where two come and become one. Alright? So you have benevolent society A, benevolent society. One stronger than one. The membership fluctuates in one up, so. Alright? So they are in close proximity. They say, okay, let us merge. Strengthen the bond, strengthen the membership, and become one. However though, the committee or the board can decide that on their own. Whose permission they need?
The registrar.
Who are the first persons they communicate this to?
The one that registered together.
The first one of our assigned.
The members. What I'm saying to you that the board, so you have your committee here, so, and the committee speak among themselves and look, we're going for merge with one down, the other benevolent down the road, because the membership not so strong here, so the asset base strong here, the membership strong, but we want the society to go strong, I would still need more in the community. So I'm saying to you now, the committee decide that, but they have to get the members' permission. The members, remember that the society is owned by members. So decision like this cannot be solely taken by the committee of management. So they call to a meeting, put it to the members agree, you pass a special resolution for amalgamation with both entities. So both the entities have to agree, the members have to agree. Once it is agreed, they will pass a special resolution to come together and merge as one. When they merge, they don't have Society A again, they don't have Society B. They have a new name, and this new name will be Society C. So you go away with both of the names. So they can't come back up with none of the names. They have to come up with a new name. Because you know what?
New constitution.
Harmonization, right? So the constitution will have to merge and have a new constitution.
Who will be responsible for the constitution? The organization.
Yeah. However, when that is done, the approval will have to be given by who?
Registrar.
Right. Very good. So amalgamation is coming together, forming a new entity. Transfer of engagement. So you have Society A and you have Society B. Society B is a stronger one. The asset base is strong, the membership is strong. However, A is struggling to survive. But they have the other organization within the community that is doing very well. So they want to transfer all their engagement to the stronger one to still have the society functioning in the community. So A no longer exists, but B remains with the same name. The only thing that the membership grows stronger, the asset base gets stronger because company, Society B what? Transfer everything over to this entity. So transfer of engagement from one to another and amalgamation coming together and form a new organization. So that this is what this is saying. Understood?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Right? Again, the members have to agree to it. So amalgamation transfer of engagement under this act shall not be prejudice any right of credit against any registered society which is a party thereto. So it's whatever Society A has any liability, anything that they have outstanding or the B will have to clear those of them or their obligation because they are now taking on their responsibility. Clear? Conversion. So conversion of society into a company or property. So you are operating as a benevolent society. So look here. Now what are the charitable to you know? Non-profit organization wants to make some serious money. Let us convert to a company. Let us convert to a cooperative. Converting into these two different entities is mean that you are going into a profit making base.
More smile.
So you no longer want to operate this non-profit thing. We need to start making money now. So you can convert to a company. When you convert to a company, you go over to the company's office. When you convert to a cooperative, you remain with the department but under the cooperative society. So you convert over to the Companies Act of Jamaica and you convert to the Cooperative Act with the CFS.
So, in other words, you have to register with the company.
Very good, yeah. So you,
And then along also with the cooperative society.
no.
Oh,
If you decide to go as a company, you will be cancelled as a benevolent society and you go get your registration at the company's office. If you decide to go the cooperative way, you remain with us, but you are cancelled under the Friendly Societies Act and you take up registration under the Cooperative Society Act.
So like, is it the new free society and the company?
Yeah, free societies are cooperative. So and this is done by a special resolution. Everybody go so far?
Yeah.
When Borrell mentioned something about crypto society. So once we get that registration out there, with the members that we already have here, we can set up like an investment partnership or a loan type thing.
No.
So we have said the 350. When we move to the corporate, we register. Can start.
I have the same, so you want to register as a benevolent society and then registration as a cooperative?
No, but that's a separate that should
Oh, yeah.
That should go.
Yeah.
So it would have set up on a shareholding.
Remember,
if
you
we
can't
decide
take it,
that.
based on BOJ, you can't take members' funds for investment. Right? You can't take funds as investment because they're not operating a bank. So first, do not take money for investment. Alright? So that's a different class, right?
Let's see again.
Yeah, so that's a different class, right?
And then cheers and things. But those man know is
Yeah.
So cooperative society, so is it like a credit union?
Will be a shareholding.
it can be.
Like a credit union?
Corporate,
Like how you would have churches?
it is not a credit union. It's different from it might have similar function, but it doesn't operate like a credit union. Alright?
Is there any dollar value ceiling that the society
$5
can?
million for a cooperative.
5 million.
Alright.
Cooperative must have 5 million.
Yes, let's
And
start.
the dollar ceiling. Right.
Yeah.
Can't go over that.
We're not into cooperative now. 5 million.
We just have
5 million.
continue.
Yeah, $5 million. That will come up with $5 million.
And a business plan.
Yes.
Alright, continue.
So the reserve fund now, the society shall every year set aside at least 5% of the excess value, revenue over expenditure. Where did the reserve fund come from? Anybody know? Where did the reserve?
Some of the companies they were donate to it.
So the reserve fund comes when you do your audit and whatever outright. So once you take out the expenses out of your income, whatever is in 5% of it is reserved as your reserve fund. And you can't use it within 5 years or only 50% with the permission of the registrar. And when you're going to use it, must be for the use of the benevolent society.
Development.
Members' obligations, society obligation, notice of annual, ordinary, special, general meetings must be given to the members as stipulated by the law. So for the annual and general is 7 days notice. For a special general meeting is 14 days notice. Anybody can explain the difference between the special meeting, special general meeting?
The special general meeting, like, is something important. And something may come up suddenly. And we'd like to get the members to discuss it. So we will have a special general meeting. Or if the organization relaxes before they call a special general meeting with all the members and then we discuss it.
Yeah. So a special general meeting is to discuss a specific issue or more than one issue. Right? So when you call a special general meeting, you come to discuss that only matter that they put on the notice to discuss. And that is 14 days notice is to be given. Special attention to be given to the type, the meeting, type of meeting, the venue, time, and date. Notice of special general meeting. So when you call, so some of the things that can be discussed at special general meeting is the amendments of the rules. If you want to amend your rule, you call a special general meeting. If you want to do voluntary dissolution, you can call a special general meeting. It is placed in a central location in the community or in the newspaper, but if you have a central newspaper and that notice, it is fine.
What's up with all this?
Huh?
What's up, you can have a big face to face.
What?
Special meeting.
If your rules allow for any type of virtual meeting, yes, that can go. So every society should supply its members with copies of the rules. So once you get your registered,
At a cost to the member.
at a cost to the members, yes. So,
I have a question about the general meeting, and you said that there to be notices supposed to be posted publicly in the media of the annual meeting.
you can add that twice if you want. But if you have other means of putting out your notice, that's fine.
Okay, because so far we're advised through the WhatsApp group and so that's fine.
Yes.
In terms of membership, Gillie, can we will we be permitted to go in churches, university campus, to allocate members?
That is your thought. That is your take on it. You said also only that you're going to your membership. You don't dictate that. So you, the group members, decide where you're taking your membership from. Or is it that you're going to get your members?
Okay.
Alright, so as I said, for special general meeting, these are some of the things that I discussed. That requires the members to take a decision. So no.
So I had another question about the meeting. Maybe the public publishing in the media, newspaper, the general meeting, could that be a way then of increasing membership? Is that means of
Yeah, that too, yeah. I even put it in a central location within the community as well. So making amending the rules, amalgamation, conversion to company or cooperative, transfer of engagement, these need the approval of the members. So when you're amending the rules, you need to send out a notice. Alright, you need 75% of the members present and voting for the amendment. So you present the new and you present the amended rules to the registrar for him to approve. So you can't just get up and make changes to your rules like that. Because remember, it was registered, approved by the registrar. So any new changes, it has to come back to the registrar for approval. Alright? And it don't come into effect until you approve it. So you can't be in the meeting, present the resolution. After the resolution has been presented, voted and accepted, you provide us with 3 copies of those amendments for the registrar to review and approve. Types of meetings, so we'll look at ordinary meetings. What are these ordinary meetings? Your regular general meeting. And how much notice for this one? 7. Alright. Special general meeting, what we say, we discuss on specific. Alright, so we can use it to amend rules. What's the notice period for special general meeting? 14 days. Alright. Annual general meeting, this is done what? Every year. And at this meeting represents financials, the elections, we take any concerns, and so forth. How much notice for annual general meeting?
7 days.
Huh? 7 days. So at the annual meeting, we look at the minutes. So probably this is going to be your second 8 year. So we look at the previous minutes is presented at this one. We look at reports, audited financials, election of officers. Also at the annual general meeting, we can amend our work here as well. And we look at the fixing of the financial liability. Anybody know what that is?
No.
Nobody?
Is it before the annual general meeting, you have a meeting where you have a nomination for
What
officer.
Financial liability limit. Anybody know what that is? Financial liability limit? Alright, so the financial liability limit is an amount that is set aside by the members for the committee to use if the needs arise. So if they need to borrow some money from a financial institution to do a project, a limit will be set by the members, but you'll have to stay within the limit that the members set. So for example, if they set the limit at 400,000, You have to borrow within the current
You can borrow.
from a financial institution. Once you have the capacity to meet the requirements and the affordability to pay. So if the money is borrowed, you're supposed to pay for that. All the members.
Yeah, what I was saying, before you have the annual general meeting, is there a meeting before we nominate persons to who going to sit on the new board?
No, that's the annual general.
Yes, they have that meeting. That is done at the annual general meeting, but you know you have a nominating committee that is established to interview persons who are interested to serve.
Before the annual
Yes.
general.
Yes. Alright, and at the annual general meeting, elections is still taken from the floor, but these persons are brought to the members' attention to say these persons are interested to serve. Alright?
And then voting is done.
Right. Who's the secretary here? Who's the secretary? Okay. So, minutes are very, very important. Why are minutes important? Tell me the importance of the minutes.
Records of the discussions and the resolution and other businesses.
Okay.
And also membership and confirmation of what was being said on the day
Alright, so
before.
you have the basic knowledge. So minutes record names and number of persons present at the meeting. It records all resolutions passed and decisions made. No motion or discussion shall be allowed on the minutes except in regards of their accuracy before confirmation. So after confirmation, then you have discussion on the minutes. Alright? So you take the corrections first before you start any discussion. So after the confirmation of the minutes, it shall be signed by who? And who else? And the secretary. Right? Full and proper minutes must be taken for all the meetings. Every meeting you have proper minutes meeting. For all the meetings you must have one present. A quorum. So a quorum is what to make your meeting and constitute a meeting. If you don't have a quorum, you cannot have a constitution. Then probably have discussion.
What's the minimum for the
So we will look at that in the era of the rules. So what now, you tell me what are your turnout at meeting? That's the number you get at meeting.
If you are seven, 4 o'clock is a quorum.
No, I'm talking for general meeting. 13 to 17. So we can say at least a minimum 15. So if the quorum, if you set it at 15, you know you must have 15 persons present before you start. And only for voting is for the meeting. That's what I'm going to explain. So you cannot start a meeting without the quorum. The quorum must be present.
No exception.
Parliamentary procedure. Anybody know what is parliamentary procedure? For
Parliamentary,
meetings.
parliamentary
So we find out.
is where decision making.
Alright, so parliamentary procedures is the order of business or you conduct your meeting. So the first thing you must ensure that is in place is what? The agenda. Who prepares the agenda?
The secretary and the chairman.
Alright? Any member, alright, so you have the agenda in place. The second bullet say any member desirous of introducing business for consideration of the meeting may do so after the business of the agenda has been completed. all member may give notice of a motion for issue to be discussed at a further meeting. So, Paul come with that issue. It was not on the agenda.